What is up, people? I am almost certainly real. Back at it again here with Diablo 2. Going to look at tanking Hell Mephisto with a mercenary, and a mercenary that doesn't cost very much. I think a lot of people have asked about this, and there are some unique item combos that you can roll with that will help your mercenary tank. You're not going to do a whole lot of damage with him, but you are going to be able to kind of keep him alive while you're doing sort of Firewall, Blizzard, Hydra, that kind of stuff to kill him off yourself. So the first combo we're going to look at is Blackhorn's Face. I think a little bit of a lesser known item, but it is insanely good against Mephisto. The slow target by 20% is very good. Basically slows his melee attacks by 20% and his movement speed. And then the other big thing is the 20 lightning absorb. Mephisto has a pretty deadly charged bolt type attack, where a lot of those bolts can end up hitting, and they do not that much damage individually, but in total quite a lot. And that 20 lightning absorb applies after resistances, and it's like minus 40 damage because it absorbs 20 and then it heals you by the 20 that it absorbed. Just kind of one of those Diablo 2 things. Duriels, yeah, just kind of your basic starter mercenary armor. Gets you res capped, gets you CBF, and it has okay defenses. Combined with Defiance, it's a pretty good combo. It's going to reduce the physical damage a decent amount. Ideally, you get this Eth up, that kind of stuff, but you know, we're talking about a budget build. And then Reaper's Toll, this is non-Eth. Eth ones are expensive, but non-Eth ones are pretty cheap. And then it has that 33% chance to cast Decrepify. That's really what we care about. The other stats we don't care about, so you can get just like a min rolled one. But let's jump in and check it out. I will sort of get Mephisto on our mercenary, start a timer there, and I'm going to throw a row of potions there at my mercenary just to give him a little bit of buddy, come on. I just want to stay kind of far away. We're going to get attacked every once in a while there, and I don't want to be right behind your mercenary, right? So if he charge bolts me, our mercenary is not going to get hit. And you can see we don't keep Decrepify up 100% of the time, which is not great. And our mercenary is quite low there. They're just kind of going at each other. But yeah, you know, and we could be throwing more potions at him, right? He's really surviving there on very little life. Yeah, there is a huge amount of RNG in terms of how what attacks Mephistos use and whatnot. But let's go ahead and pop out. That was 45 seconds, 50 seconds. I've tried this kind of a couple times. I just wanted to get a feel for it. You can see Mephisto was sort of low. I sort of just wanted to make sure it was reasonably consistent. And a lot of the times they came in around that. The other thing you can do is you can slap down a Thawing and Antidote combo onto your mercenary, and that increases his max resistances by 10%. And Mephisto does some poison, some cold damage as well, right? So that's going to help him survive, and you can kind of do that before you go down to the Durance of Hate 3, right? And then let's go ahead and switch out his weapon, because very, very early ladder, even a non-Eth Reapers can be a little bit expensive, but this Kelpie Snare, and there is also Woe Staff, both of which it doesn't matter. So this has 75% slow target. It does not actually slow by 75. Slow target is capped at 50% against bosses. I'm almost positive, and so we're way over capped with that. Although, and that's kind of why we're using the Reapers, is the 50% slow from Decrepify does stack with the slow target here that's on our Blackhorn. But let's jump in, check this out, and then we'll kind of look at sort of a traditional Insight Tal's Mask builds. Let me go ahead and start and throw him some potions. Ooh, I'm not in the game. There we go. Oh, I used them myself. There we go. That's why I have 2 rows. But yeah, there's a little bit of RNG in terms of how much we get attacked versus how much our mercenary get attacked, right? And if you're lower level, you know, you might have a little bit more of a problem in terms of your mercenary dying, because he's going to get hit more by Mephisto. Mephisto's physical attacks do quite a bit of damage. But yeah, you can always be like kind of teleporting your mercenary back to get him to heal. And yeah, he really is surviving on quite a little bit of life there. So that's like 40 seconds. I think that was like a little bit slower. On average, this combo seems to be a little bit weaker than the Reaper's Toll. But it's good enough, right? And you can throw some more potions at him. I gotta go revive him. Keep trying to open up my mercenary inventory. Bring you back, my friend. And then let's give you a insight, sort of a classic early mercenary combo. Insight, Tal's Mask. The Tal's Mask, yeah, the 10% lifesteal doesn't do anything. You can't life leech against Mephisto with this. I need to get you some potions, to be fair. And let's go back and get at him. Drop you off at, no, my mercenary, please. There you are. Okay, mercenary's on him. Let's give him a row of potions. Yeah, and you can see he got hit there, one big hit. And there's another hit. And that's kind of around average for what that was for the Insight Tal's combo. Definitely a lot slower. So yeah, consider checking out Kelpie's, also Woe Staff. I'll link to the items in the description. Black Horns, definitely check that out. Even if you are going to go and run, even if you want to run an Insight, there's no point really in running Tal's Mask unless you need it for the resistances, right? Tal's Mask does have the nice resistances on it and a little bit of life, which is pretty nice, but the actual lifesteal not going to do anything for you against Mephisto because of that drain effectiveness that he has. So let's pop in. We'll do this real quick. See this combo and then throw a line of potions there at him. A little bit of RNG there, though, in terms of like what skills get used. You see that charge bolt attack there. I think probably would have ripped him if we didn't have that Black Horn on there, lasting a little bit longer. The potions, I think, are going to wear out here in a couple seconds, and he's probably going to end up sort of ripping after that. There we go. Yeah, but that was 30 seconds, right? So that was still pretty good. And that means, like, you know, if you're doing enough damage, you can definitely run this combo with Insight. The Blackhorn Helm there, I think, is something that people don't necessarily know very much about, and it is just a one-slot, very, very powerful thing that is going to give you quite a bit of extra survivability on your mercenary there against Mephisto. And then also Defiance. I think everybody thinks like, why would you run Defiance, right? But it is actually pretty effective at reducing that physical damage that Mephisto is going to do. As long as you're getting kind of 1,000 between your helm and your chest, it does okay. If you can get more, obviously it's going to be a little bit better for you. Anyways, I thought some people might be interested in that. And I think, yeah, it's definitely worth trying if you want to run a mercenary against Mephisto. Blackhorns, super, super good. And then the Reapers and the Kelpies can kind of be comboed with it. But even just like with the Insight, I think that like this is kind of what I would look at running kind of early-ish ladder, not at the very beginning. At the very beginning, I would just moat bug him. But this is a great way if you just kind of want to land on Mephisto and kind of kill him like that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And if you have any questions, just post them in comments. I will try to get around to them at some point. Cheers.